Yo, and welcome to episode 6 of my Endwalker playthrough. Today, we travel to Thavnair, so this little island here, with Razathan being the city that's there. At least that's the hope, assuming that we aren't being delayed by too long. It depends on how long this first quest is going to take, but let's see. What does Estinien have to say? So it's back to Thavnair. Had I known earlier, I would have considered more suitable attire. Though I have read much on the subject of Razathan, this visit shall be my first. It will be interesting to see how the Hanish, I think it is, Hanish mean to contend with the tower, different as their magic and technology or magical and technological disciplines are. Thancred is eager to set forth for Thavnair. Excuse me, sorry. I have Cryo's instruction in hand. If you are ready to set out, and so are we. Have you been to Thavnair before? I can travel by aetherial, but what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time if we don't have to, or if we do not have. Cryo is of the same mind and has already secured the aid of the good folks in the confluence. We'll take ourselves there. The confluence, thou sayest. I'm afraid so, my friend. Thou will recall the hunt for Iceheart. Upon those sentries we delivered thee owing to the knowledge of our comrades, or comrade Mumbrida. Mumbrida was an authority in etheriology. A field of study she did embark upon in the pursuit of her parents' example. So, adjusting the mic. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath many times, I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed upon to the world the words I should speak, and thus I have kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. If it's too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the confluence. I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled, then let's be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Critil. Quitty. Yeah, there's no L in there. Quitty. Have I closed everything in the background? Sorry, one sec. It may be that I'm overdue a restart. I really should have checked the audio. One sec. I'm just going to restart audio engine in the event that for some reason the recording is dodgy, because again, I forgot to check that before I started. My computer's been on all night, encoding the last 2 episodes, and I forgot to restart it this morning. That's my bad. If there was issues with the sound before now, I apologise. But no doubt I will warn you in the end. I wonder if the lag is being caused by the fact that I am uploading one of said episodes. Oh, it's around the back. Well now, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Cryo, the students of Baldessian. We seek passage to Thavnair and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. test subjects? Oh, you haven't heard? Well then, allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to attune to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of ether hurtling along the live stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetherite teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetherite without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to a place you've never been. For long years we've laboured to make such travel possible, that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetherite that doesn't require attunement. Truly? That changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherites, but the aetherites themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel in between 2 points. But it just so happens that our first test pair of aetherites, one has been installed here in Sharlayan, and the other over in, oh good lord, Yedima, port town in Thavnair. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Han, and indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough to contributions of their alchemists. To sum up, we are to test these aetherites. How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say that these aetherites were made for people with like your good. Let's try that again. They were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true. And far be it from me to worry about such things. But do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, you're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the live stream. In the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mistress Cryle truly knows how to pick 'em. If I might change the subject, are Master Wilfson and Mistress Bloile not present today? Oh, didn't you hear? They recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project hemmed by the Forum itself, as I understand. But I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get you going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetheright Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Let's head on over. I shall teleport the tried and trusted way. Good luck. Tried and tested way. Oh, did he actually say tried? Yeah, tried and trusted way. I know, I read it right first time. Given my experience with teleportations, I'll be lying if I said I didn't have reservations, but I trust in Cryle. Though words unsaid yet weigh heavy on my heart, I shall devote my mind all to our task in Thavnair.
We're all set. Just the 4 of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnair.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travellers could line up here, please. Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent aetherial sickness. Good luck!
Of course she waits until the very end to tell us that.
What?
Thavnair, home to city-state Rads at-Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time.
Oh, we realised Social Sound.
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have? What chance?
He's out completely.
Against such an insidious foe.
Welcome to Thavnair. How long is this supposed to last?
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let Estinien roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
My job then. You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Estinien in time? Depends on which way he went. There he is. Maybe using abilities isn't the best of ideas. You there, I need 3 drinks, something that'll help with ether sickness. By the Mansuri, a traveller. Greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. I specialise in armalius, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients. It's famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnair, I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low price of 19,800 gil. For not 1, not 2, but 3 bottles. Almost a bargain. A bargain among bargains. The price is high road robbery, and you want to say as much to Estinien, but you realise any words of warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before Estinien and use the gesture deny. The deal is fair. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lattice? This merchant is swindling me? Yeah! Sir, sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my price confused. It's actually 1,890 90 gil for 3 bottles of lattice. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the other and get some rest. Can I consume mine first, or do I have to walk over? I'll be back after I've explored the town. Yeah, don't use any abilities. It's using abilities that does that. Dot dot dot. Made with only the finest and freshest ingredients. Praise be the 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee and Estinien, and to the fine fruits of this land. You were in time? Excellent. You spared us what Tataru, or you spared us Tataru's wrath. Sweet, sweet relief. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. They're getting a lot of use out of this smooth jazz. They use it in the Reaper's, the Reaper's headquarters. I forget the name of it. But it's part of that side quest. It's playing constantly in there. Oops, I forgot to actually read that. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lattice truly works wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair! Aye, I bound it. 'Tis the most I can do against the heat, short of shedding my armour. May I ask what you used for the... may I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said Thavnair weave, tough and not easily unravelled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. 'Tis nothing fancy, but I always value function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphinaud could hold a candle to you. And how bad he is with money. 9,400 gil, so 9,400 gil for a piece of string. It is not uncommon for merchants to set their prices high, but doesn't it seem excessive here? Are all Hashanish merchants so unscrupulous? I expected the Azure Dragoon to put up more of a fight. We'll go with the top one. No, because we know they're fleecing us, so we'll go with the second one. One mustn't be too quick to paint a diverse people with a single brush, but if such does prove to be commonplace, I would assume it's a symptomatic of society's instability. Claiming Thavnair as its dominion, the nation of Razathan have long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the that's Matanga. What's the other one? The Sodara, the Arksodara, and Matanga tribes indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hashan, or the Hanish culture, have come to be celebrated and coveted all over the world. A development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt west and east. All of this have combined to make a trading power of Razathan. Let's try that again. All of this have combined to make a trading power of Razathan. Yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it needs must be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that merchants at the gateway town are free to fleece hapless travellers and tarnish the reputation of the nation as a whole. Just so, that opportunistic pricing is rampant does suggest that oversight is so much weakness. God damn you, let's try this again. Just so, that opportunistic pricing... Let's try that one more time. That opportunistic pricing is rampant does suggest that oversight is much weakened, or perhaps that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. There we go, got through it. Prudent and practical. Aye, we've naught to lose by learning more. So, ere we seek out Kral's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in yeah. I had already figured out how to pronounce that. Yedimal. That'll do. Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. I really should be using my food and these things. Although it's a Batman armor, it's EXP earned from defeating enemies in the field, which I'm doing almost none of. Be thou assured that I am quite recovered. That is truly a boon for unruly stomachs. Is it so truly amusing to see my hair bound? 'Tis how I used to wear it. A functional fashion. Perhaps you were confused by how you found me following Nidhogg's demise. If I had it had fallen loose after the clergyans removed me from my armour and had put me to bed. I simply decided to leave it that way for a time, seeing as I would not don the Azure Dragoon helmet again. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Nathan, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we'll regroup by the aetherite, off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. Okay, where are we heading? Oh, this is a combat map in its own right. I should have known that since this isn't the actual main town. And unlock you. I am steadily working on those, but ideally I need full access to the entire map before it's worth doing. I'm using Fates to level my Gunbreaker. The crate is laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they have been left too long. Gazing out at the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby islands, with the silhouette of all the largest seafaring vessels further away. Compared to the other ports you visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. What am I doing? Oh, I'm recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly selling anything these days. Businesses have never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Kazia. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realise. You're a traveller, by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay the aforementioned person a visit. He'll be glad for the tidings from aboard. Like it is not, you'll find him at the Saltwind Sails, the Harbour Guild's building across the water from here. Oh, is there one more? Am I missing something? Ah, yeah, there's a person over there. Well now, if it isn't a traveller, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been given us a wide berth since the accursed tower suddenly appeared on Nuanan. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion. But no, it has spawned fell fiends as well. We still have our lives, thanks to the Radiant Host, but business is as good as dead. What'll become of us? Only the gods know. Jesus Christ, I can't read at all today. I was reading so much better yesterday. Or was it the day before? The Damascens aren't coming? But we already have everything ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the Providences are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defences, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't be blamed for foreigners not wanting to take the risk. Gah. But this will be an enormous loss. Alright, forget about the Damascens. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh product. Handcrafted, or handicrafts, medicines, all the... something harnish favourites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things, Kalshala. I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. Afraid not. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me? My name is Matsia, and I'm here to see Kalizia. I've probably pronounced that 4 different times now. 4 different times. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Let's go speak with the Matanga. If we're allowed. Yes, can I help you? Ah, I remember seeing you back there in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kalazan too, did you? I'm Matsia, a fisher of Alkia, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kalazia, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought any for a while now. When I heard the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. As a hard-working man, I dare not disturb him. Did I already have a pair of gloves? No, we didn't. Matsia regards you nervously. If I may ask, what is it that you do? An adventurer, you say, and you travel the world, helping people. Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I brought some fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve, and I wanted to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've only dealt... Yeah, that's what it says. It's the wrong way round, which is why my brain throws on it. I only dealt with Kalzira. And I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? If you're willing, please let me know, and we can begin at once. The events to follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Which means this is going to take at least 10 minutes. You'll do it then? Show me how to deal with customers. I mean your debt. Right. Please try to peddle my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yadama. And I will observe you and learn. Matsia is now accompanying you. Please keep him at your side in order to proceed with the quest objective. You can leave Matsia behind by entering different areas, putting too much distance between you, blah 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 blah. Okay, where are we heading? Is this going to be what I think it is? It looks like it. Yes? Greetings, friend. How fare you of late? Greetings to you, sir. I suppose I'm well enough, given the circumstances. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that town first appeared. Everyone's grabbing whatever they could, trembling over each other to get to the city. Many remain there now, but I could not stay away. I had to come back and continue with my life, such as it is. Whether or not that is the right choice, only time will tell. It's too risky out here. Maybe you ought to... No. There's no place like home, but don't do anything dangerous there. We're trying to get him on side so that we can sell him. Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well and clear of the tower, and when more monsters emerge from it, I heed the Radiant Host's instructions. I hope they deal with it as soon as we... let's try again. I hope they deal with it soon so we can get our lives back to normal. That's not exactly what it said, but that's close enough. To the day when we could earn as much as you... To the days when you could earn as much as you give, and took a meal satisfied that you did good work. Took into a meal satisfied that you did work. Those days will come again before you know it. Till then, speaking of meals, why do you not have some fresh fish today? Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger. Well, you baited me like that. How can I not? How can I not bite? Very well. I'll give you some for your fish. Thank you for your custom. The catch of the day is shallow cod, delectable stewed with coconut milk, or baked with a sprinkle of salt. Okay, that's one. If this works anything like the others, they're not all going to work the same. I'm going to have to pay a little bit more attention than just assume that a pleasant conversation will be enough. I probably could have gone that way, but I don't know what the pathing is like in these guys. Following NPCs, that is. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I just want to buy some amara. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. Let's ask what they need amara for. Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late I've gone. Come on! I don't know whether it's my brain or my mouth that's going too slow. Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late, I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming in these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming from overseas, but not a day goes that someone doesn't come asking for when the next shipment is arriving. For this and that and this. It all wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry. I know if you... Are you sure you're actually... No, that's not going to help. Thank you. It's a pity you don't sell fruit, but I do enjoy our little chat. It took my mind off the trouble for a moment. Ah, damn it, yeah. Oh. Never mind, if nothing else, we left it with a positive impression. Let's move on north and south. Okay, so we have multiple tries with multiple people. She was looking for fruit though, so that wasn't necessarily something that we could have done. She may have responded fine. It's hard to say. That looks like it's going to be up top. Are you caught up? You've caught up. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh, goodness, my stomach's, selling some fish oil. A for sickness? No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. Some fresh fish will settle your stomach. Mine are all the freshest. I'm not strictly speaking... If his stomach has given him trouble, telling him to eat more is probably a bad idea. You should take it easier, eat more slowly and savour your food. Let's try that. Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like it is not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. And while I'm working as hard as I still can, it's better to be prepared. What an industry-shouldn't value you are. Well, it's not like I'm trying to impress anyone. Now, if you excuse me... Okay, maybe we did need to start with fish. Too bad we couldn't make a sale, but we did manage to make... Thank you so much for your demonstration. Truly eye-opening experience. Come... Oh, did we not have to succeed? Accompany... Okay, taking back to the beer. I mean, to be fair... While we didn't make a sale, it is better to make a good impression. Because if you do make a sale and you make a good impression, then you'll have returning customers. Did it say, I don't know whether or not we had to make 3 successful sales, but never mind, we sold 1. We'll see if we fail the quest. I don't think you can fail side quests. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell 1 of the 3 people you approached. It was difficult, but when you put your mind to it, you succeeded. Though you did fail too, and there's lessons to be learned from both success and failures. By applying yours, I endeavour to become a better peddler. Still, there's so much I can't do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kalzar soon. Though I heard a familiar voice, and who should... Oh, I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matsia? Kalzar, have you finished your business at the guild? So you were there too? Forgive me. Try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options at this rate. So you can't buy my fish anymore. Sorry, Matsu, I truly am, but for now, you must peddle your own goods. But by myself, I can't. I want to help you, I do, but as it stands, I can barely help myself. I poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. My friends and families depending on me. I can't, I won't fail them. The sisters as my witness. Kalzara. Not to worry, using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage, somehow. Well, I'd best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road. Ever leaning you are, Estinien. There you are. Gotten over the Aphis sickness, have you? Mayhap owing to the island's small size, the tower's impact on the people's lives does appear more pronounced here than in Eorzea. I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust? see. We also heard about that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihood, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are most certainly tempered ethereal soldiers? Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Tlothloy. Okay. We're 46 minutes in. We shall leave it there for now. Because I don't know how long the next quest is going to take, and we're probably not editing anything out today. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the show, and I will see you next time. Cheerio.